Peace to all my brothers and sisters out there in the world. All glory given to your Father who sits on the throne that lasts forever, who has all power, all might. All glory given to your Father, the Father of hosts, the Lord of all creations, for he is worthy. Yah. What's good, family? Peace and blessings be upon you in Yeshua precious name, for he is our Lord, Master, and Savior. You know I got to say it, family. Go ahead and let him in, family. Makes the most best of your life, the best decision you ever make in your life is let the Lord be a part of your life, to let God into your life, to shape, to mold, to guide, to direct you in your life. Hallelujah. Now, family, I wanted to, before I get into okay, this is just one part of Jeremiah, just one. I can't say this is the full entirety of Jeremiah. I can't say that. But for this day, I would like to go through some lessons that Jeremiah taught us through his life. And the things that he went through, it's dedication, it's honor, it's respect. The man, he went through a lot, family. I mean, he went through a whole lot, family. He had to endure a whole lot for your father just to make it, family. And just the story of his life and how he dealt with things and things that he had to do to please God. It's amazing, family. So your brother, I've been trapped up on Jeremiah for some weeks now. So you know how I do things, family. Just because I do part one, it's just so many different lessons to learn about his life. It's going to take me a minute just to get through all the many different lessons that you could possibly learn from Jeremiah, because he has so much, family. You know what I'm saying? He had so much different dedications of things that he did for the Father. It took a real man. It took a real man of God, a real prophet, to do the things that he did. So before we get into the life lessons learned by Jeremiah, I would just like to go over this one list. But before I'm kind of bagged up too, family, so I gotta read where I'm bagged up at, and then we're gonna get into one more pages before we get into the pages of Jeremiah. So sit back and listen to this for a second, family. God is a loving, superior being who is patient, benevolent in all his ways. His mercy is supernatural because he's great in long suffering for his children. His love is the love of a father protecting and teaching his offspring the ways they should go in this world. God's strong hand of righteousness and truth, his hand that is unseen, that coddles us with his protections and his deliverance from the wiles of the evilness that consumes and destroys the heart of so many different people who lust, but to them, I'm sorry, family, I have to go back up to the top. His protection and deliverance from the wiles of the evilness that consumes and destroys the hearts of so many people who are lust, but to themselves, and the nature of evil that lies in the desire of the heart for things who make who they truly are, but the desire of the flesh. He who lives forever, the God of all creation, has chosen you out of all the people who say they love him as a precious jewel unto himself, to keep him his special treasury chest of things that makes his heart soar with gladness, because you have surrendered your likeness to his greatness. For this reason your Father waits in long suffering for you to return to your first love, which is the first one you ever known. For his love is divine, no different from himself, for he is the master of the universe, all space, all time, all galaxies, stars, all matter, all forms of matter, all energy. For he is the God of all creation, the Father of the known universe, who loves you no different from the things he put forth for the enjoyment of your eyes of man, who is our God, for there is only one, I am. So family, that's how I feel about God. Those are some things that God does for us. And like I said through the speech that I did, he waits in long suffering for us, family. His desire is to have us. He longs all the days of his life just to be your father. He really does. But just like a father feels about his child, you know what I'm saying? He'll do anything for you. And he holds us so passionately close to his bosom because he loves us. His mercy is supernatural, family. His patience, his benevolence, his long suffering for his children with his righteous hand, of his unseen hand that coddles all of us, of protection and deliverance of our lives against this world that's filled with this evilness that is consuming, that destroys the heart of so many different people, family. His desire is you. His lust is you. Your father longs for his creation that he made his special people to be upon this earth, his treasure of his bosom, family. So your father, he longs for you. He longs for your obedience. He longs for you to love him, family. So let him in, family. So I had to drop you with that, just to let you know how he feels and what he thinks. Okay, is there anything on this one? Nope, we went over that one last time. Okay, we got one page down. We're doing good. Okay, now before we get into the lessons of Jeremiah, I would just like to go through these things, family. I hope y'all had a good Sabbath weekend. I hope that I hope you was respectful to your father and all the things that you do. For your obedience is one thing that your father longs for. Your obedience, of your righteousness, of your love for him, of you acting right. I told y'all last week, my love for God is getting me acting right. My love for God has gotten me following all the laws, all the statutes and commandments. My fear of God is going to have me obeying him and him alone, family. So you got to put this inside of your heart, your mind, your spirit, and your soul. Now, let me talk to my Hebrews out there. Let me talk to black people of America real quick. You know I love y'all. Y'all my people. I gotta tell you now, this is directed towards you. This is just some more things. And yes, it is, because this is what Nehemiah said that God said about us. And these are things that God said about us. So yeah, it's still in relevance of Jeremiah. It's still in relevance of him, because it's things that God told him and things that he said about us. So it's still in reference of Jeremiah, but it's more directed to black people, God's chosen people, the Hebrews of America, black people. Okay, now God wants all the people of the earth to look at black people and all that he does to us for our disrespect. So you can say, we will teach this world one way or another, willingly or chastise. So your brother, I'm big on telling you that when we come together as a nation, as a people, and do what God is telling us, God wants us to teach the whole world, family. We are his chosen people, that are a nation full of priests that's supposed to lead this world, to guide this world, to teach this world. But with our disobedience, we're going to teach the world one way or another, Hebrew. Real talk, by you being this, God wants the whole world to look at you. That's why the whole world is always looking at us. You know why they're looking at us? Because they're watching what God is doing to us for our disobedience. Just by them watching us shows the rest of these people of the world what God will do to us. That's why I tell you, for this day, we're going to teach the world, either you want to or you not, Hebrew. Black man, black woman, you teaching the world how to be towards God, either you want to or you don't want to. By you being disrespectful shows the world what God is going to do to them. If you was willing to hearken to the Father's word and be respectful and be obedient to his laws, his statutes and commandments, you would teach them in the right way. But you Hebrews are y'all black folk, y'all are hard hearing, y'all stiff neck, y'all uncircumcised in your heart, your mind, and your spirit. So I can tell you this, what God doing to you, but you won't believe me. You won't. But look in the process of your rebellious spirit, by God chasing you and whooping you down, shows the rest of these people of the world what he'll do to everybody. So you're going to teach the world one way or another, Hebrew, black people of America. You going to teach this world how to be right before God one way or another, either by your pain, your suffering, or by your gladness of you doing it gladly. Like right now, you're not doing what God is asking you. That's why he chastising you in the front of the eyes of all these different races of people until you get your stuff together, sister. Until you get your stuff together, brother. You know what I'm saying? And your brother is big on telling you, them other Hebrews is the ones that's making us suffer. I tell you this, your other Hebrews that I don't want to do this. I don't want to serve God. I don't want to do what he's saying. We suffer, family. We suffer. For all our sisters out there, I want to do what I want to do. I want to do it. I don't have to serve God. I don't have to serve God. I want to do. they're making us suffer in front of God, because he not just gonna make us suffer, he gonna make all of us suffer for their disobedience. So we all suffer because of our brethren, our people. So as long as y'all, one day y'all gonna get it into your head and start chastising your people for the evil that they do, because their evil is making us all suffer as a group. I can tell you this for another 50 years. Some of y'all will get it, some of y'all won't get it. But I'm telling you here today, you gonna teach this world willingly or being beat up. You can either get your butt whooped teaching them, or you can do it willingly. Black people of America, what we gonna do? We gonna continue to have God beating us and showing the world what he bet not have us do, family? What is we gonna do, family? You know what I'm saying? I told you, he makes people suffer as a group. Get it out your mind. Them people lied to y'all. We don't suffer as a group. God makes everybody suffer as a group. God will kill your children for your disobedience. Ain't a biblical scholar on the face of this earth that could tell me wrong, because I'm telling you the truth. So I don't know what we gonna do, fam. I really don't know what we're going to do as a nation, as a group. We're going to suffer if we don't get our people in line. And that's our job. It's not nobody else's job to make your people act right. It's not black people's job to make Asian people act right. It's not. It's up to Asian people to make their people act right. It's not white people's job to make black people act right. It's black people's job to make black people act right. But here y'all go being some scary old Negroes. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to support my people. I don't want to. But if you don't do it, who the hell gonna do it? Oh, y'all think something is gonna change and God is not gonna stop beating up your children and killing them for the evilness that we do, what are not wanting to do what our Father is asking us to do as a people. So what we gonna do, Hebrews? Black people of America, we either gonna chastise our people or we gonna be whooped. Right now, y'all looking like y'all just want to be whooped. So I guess we'll continue to be beat. One way or another, we're going to teach the whole world what not to do in front of God's eyes. You can like it, you can not understand it, but we're going to do it. Just like it is written, therefore it is, family. Just like it is written, therefore it is, family. Oh, let's move to the next one. Now, persecution of the church, you see it right now before your eyes. The great falling away of the church, you see right before your eyes. This is all in Bible prophecy. Bad things are coming next. Get ready. So I'm warning you, family. I'm warning you personally that you already see the persecution of the church. You see that. You know what I'm saying? We getting persecuted up over here. Real believers of God are getting persecuted for the believing of the church. And you see the church, they're getting persecuted. Look at everything that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the things that see me. I won't give in to nobody. I only give in to God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like them people that's up in them damn churches. I'm not fit to give in. But look at the persecution of the church. You see this, right? This has already been prophesied when you know you're going to the end and all these bad things are starting to happen. So right now, you see the persecution of the church. You also see a great falling away of the church. Now, there's only bad things that's supposed to happen now. You have been warned. You can't say I didn't tell you to get yourself right when I already gave you two prophecies that you see right before your face that's happening in 2018. So once more again, don't take my words for light. Take it for lightly. I don't care. You have been warned. I'm telling you, before God let all of them Hebrews get their head cut off and get seeds, he warned them first. That's what your people doing. You have been warned. I'm warning you. You know what I'm saying? You have been warned. You can't say God didn't warn you. He sent you messengers all the time. Night and day. And what do you do to people like me? You kill us, you talk smack about us, and you act like I don't stand for God, even though he forces me to do stuff that I don't even want to do. That makes me look silly as hell. But if I don't do it, he gonna chastise me. So who I'ma fear? You or God? Say it to you one more time, Hebrews. He gonna sit up here and make me do something that's make me look stupid. But if I don't do it, he gonna make me pay. So what do I do, Hebrews? What do I do, black people? Do I sit here and fear y'all, or do I fear what he said to me? I think I take my chances with the Lord. Hallelujah. Now, let's continue, family. You have to get your heart right with God because of the bitterness and evil that lies in people's heart. So ask God to help you get your heart right. Then you can be in his good sight. So a lot of people, before they even go to God, they don't even have their heart right. You got to get your heart right before you even go to God, because of what God said we got in our heart. God said that we have evil and we have bitterness inside of our heart. So we got to work on our heart. What is the best way you can get working on your heart? It's for you to accept Jesus to come into your heart to make you actually have one. I'm telling you right now, if you let Jesus come into your life, he'll take all of that black stuff you got off your heart and he'll pump love into your heart. He'll take out all that bitterness and all of that evilness out of your heart. You can't get that. You can't do that on your own. It's not a pastor that can help you do that. Your mama can't help you do that. Your uncles, your daddy. Can't nobody help you do that but Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go through Jesus to get your heart right before you can even get right, before you can even go to God. A lot of people fail because they go to God with that bitterness and that evilness in their heart, and they did not try to clean it up. That's why every time they go to God, they fall off. Then you see them 6 months later. Then they try to go to God again. It don't work. Then another year go by. They try to get God. They not working on the evilness and the bitter. You got to let Jesus in your heart to get the bitterness out. If I didn't let Jesus in my heart, my bitterness and my evilness would still be in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It'd still be there. It would be no way that I could get right or even go to God with bitterness and evil in my heart. I will keep on denying him and walking away from him any time. So to my brothers and sisters out there, before you even go to God, go to Jesus first. You know what I'm saying? Go to Jesus first and tell him about your Everybody got bitterness. Everybody had evilness in their heart at one point. Ain't nobody exempt of this. And if they would sit here and tell you that they did not have those things, they would be a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Because we all in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? We all made a sin down here. And for them to say that they perfect will be saying that they Jesus, and they are not. I do not like fake, phony people faking up on the Lord. I told y'all that. We keeps it 100 up over here. Revamp. What your brother say? Bitterness and evil that lays in people's heart. So ask God to help you get your heart right. Then you can be in his good sight. That's the only way, family. That's the only way. Only way. But a lot of people think that they can bypass this and they don't have to. A lot of people think that they can handle these problems on their own and they can't bring it to God. I learned a long time ago that you have to bring your problems to God so he can help you with them. You can't go through your problems alone thinking you will be able to fight this and do that and have that and be able to accomplish that without the power of God in your life. Now you ask through the blood of Yeshua and last ask for Yeshua to come into your life so he can fix on your heart. That's one of Jesus' problems right there. That's one of his jobs, is to fix your heart, to get it ready, to prepare you to get ready before you even get to God. What people do, they go on in the church with their bitterness in their heart and they infect the whole church with their damn evilness too. That's what they be doing. Okay, now, a shame. It's a damn shame, family. It is a damn shame. Yeah, family. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through all of this. I don't know. But let's see. And I got so much going on tonight that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be back. But you know, we serve a good God, and you know, he works out things for us, so we'd be all right, family. You know, your brother love you. Love your people, family. I'm not asking you to trust them. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I don't trust none of y'all. And I love y'all. Y'all my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Hebrew. I love all my people. Not all of them. Not all of y'all. Some of y'all is demons. Some of y'all is the devil himself. Some of y'all is, you know, you the devil. You know you the devil. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, I'm not saying all of my brothers and sisters, but it's a lot of Hebrews out there that are demons. Straight up is a devil. It's a lot of black folks who are the devil. Straight up, I said it. You don't have to like it. You can be mad at me for it. But you know the things that I'm saying is the truth. A lot of our people are the damn devil himself. Look at the way they act. Look at their unhardened heart to where they don't want to give in to their people or even try. And you tell me if that's not the devil. The things that they do to their own damn people. You tell me if that's not the devil. So that's why I don't trust y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust a lot of y'all. I tell you straight up. God said not to trust you Hebrews. Not all of y'all. God said to trust Hebrews who love him. I do not trust no black people that don't love God. Look at them, family. They sad, pathetic, and they go into hell for their lack of not trusting in something that's greater than them. They don't even know the concept. They always talk about, I'm great, I'm so better than everybody. They didn't even want to take the chance out to look at something that's greater than them. They spent their whole damn life thinking that they great. Oh, I don't have to believe in God. Oh, I don't have to do this. These are the same damn people that y'all like listening to and trusting in and thinking they got your good intentions in mind when they want to see you burning like they burn. This is your brother Jehoshaphat. I love my people. I might not trust all my people, but it's the reason why God told me not to trust y'all. Some of y'all are not trustworthy. Some of y'all don't got no love in y'all, and some of y'all is the devil himself. Yeah, I said it. I said it again. Some of y'all is demons, straight up. Now, I'm not to all my brothers and sisters, y'all know I'm not talking about y'all, but y'all other Hebrews out there, y'all know I'm talking about y'all. I am. You know what I'm saying? I am talking about you. You are a damn demon with how much hatred you got in your heart towards your own damn people. Now, look at this. Look at any man or woman you have been done wrong by I'm sorry. Look at any man or woman who have been done wrong by their lovers with another. Even though we cheat on his love, he still loves us enough to call us back. There is not a person who would do that. That's God's love. So look how much God loves us, family. Like, it's a man, right? He got cheated on by his wife. He came home, he found his wife in the bed with another man. He didn't kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't kill that woman or that man, but he got himself a divorce, and he hurt, family. He hurt. Do you think that man would take that woman back? I don't think so. Now look at that sister. She was cheated on by her husband. She got the spirit of God sent a spirit on that woman. That woman, he sent spirits on us, family. That woman knew that her husband was cheating on her. She knew that from his behavior on how he acted. Okay, now that woman, she got a divorce. Do you think that woman would get back with that man after she done been good to that man all them years and he still cheated on her? That's something sacred. You know what I'm saying? I never cheat on none of my girls. When we come together, we come together. You don't got to worry about that. I want you and that's it. But check this out. Do you think that woman would get back with that man? She wouldn't get back with that man because that man cheated on her and she gave him her life. And the sign of uncommitment, she'll never take that man up. But look how God, he loves us. We go out prostituting and whoring for all this other stuff, and God still wants us back. God really loves us. We are the bride. Okay, now, we are the bride of Christ, right? But God, he's the husband. We couldn't be a bride if God wasn't the husband. Our race of people, our group of people, black people, Hebrews in this country, is God's chosen people. He is the husband of our race of people. We're disrespecting him all the time, but he loves us so much to where he's better than a husband. That husband seen his wife cheating. Nasty, foul. He would never get back with that woman, but God will call us back only if we hearken to it. This is how much God really loves black people. Even though we disrespect him, even though we throw all these false gods and false deities and false things, and your people, they was bad. They didn't even, your people was so bad, they made up their own images to worship. It didn't even have no power, family. That's the same thing we doing to this day. They made up their own images. We don't want no Baal. We make our own damn Baal. Ain't that you in your life? Look at our people. They do the same thing to this day. We don't want no Jesus. I'm Jesus. I be him. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing. This is how our people always been, disrespectful, until we slap the hell out of our people and put some goodness. It's going to take us to discipline our people. It's going to take us to chastise our people. I hate suffering over here alone, but our God, he loves us. He wants us to discipline our people. That's not nobody else's job, family. The reason why we suffer so much is because we can't get it together to discipline our people. Everybody else is doing this, but you, black man, but you, black woman. Everybody else got a book of conduct and codes, but you, black woman, but you, black man. It's a damn shame. We can't even come together to make laws that we all got to follow. Y'all too busy tearing each other apart and being rebellious against God and don't want to work together. It's been like that since the beginning of time. But those times is coming up because just like I told you, God is raising up his army now of men and women that's going to tell you where I'm telling you where you're wrong, God. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And just like he said, he's going to raise these people up. And you're not going to be able. It's going to be so many of us. You're not going to be able to stop us all. You're not. You know what I'm saying? We're going to persuade our people and get their mind off of what they're on now. You can't stop us all. Now, they might slow Jehoshaphat down. They might put some stumbling blocks in Jehoshaphat's way. But Jehoshaphat serves God, so you can't stop God. You can't. You can slow me down, but you can't stop God. Remember that. You can't stop all of us. You cannot. It's only a matter of time, Hebrews. It's only a matter of time. Mark my words. Okay, now, he loves us, family, because he keep on calling us back and we keep on running away. I told y'all, you gonna teach these people what God is asking of all of us. Either one way or another. You going to do it willingly or you going to be beat up doing it. Look at your people. The whole eyes of the world is watching us and has been watching us and will continue watching us because we are God's chosen people. And whatever happens to us will happen to them. That's why they're watching us so damn much, family. You're finally getting it now, huh? Okay, now, God said, look at your people and the evil. The evil she loves so much. What will I do when I bring your judgment for the evil they do? So God said, look at your people, brothers. Look at your sisters. Look at your brothers. Look at your brothers, sisters. Look at your sisters. This is what God said. He said, look at them. They love giving into evil. Now, what is they going to do when I bring my judgment on them? I don't know if y'all know this, but God loves to kill people the way that they are. The way, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. God loves to kill you the way that you are. So if you're giving into sin, he wants to kill you in your sin. If you're not sinning, you have life. So I can't say anything about somebody who has life, family, but look at these individuals. God said to look at your people and the evil. They love to do so damn much. He's saying to you, brothers and sisters, the good ones, what will they do when he brings their judgment? I think they gonna die, family. I really do, family. I think they gonna die because that's his judgment. Okay, this is God talking to black people, Hebrews. I will put obstacles in front of my people, path. Their fathers and their sons will fall over themselves. Neighbors and friends will collapse together. Look at your people. God put stumbling blocks in front of us. He put obstacles in front of us. If we're doing what's right, these obstacles, there won't be anything. We'll go right through them, but your people love disrespecting God. So these obstacles are like snares and like traps. What did God say? I will put obstacles in front of my people path. The father and the son will fall over themselves. Neighbors and friends will collapse together. Look at your people. Aren't they collapsing? Ain't they in something and it look like they stuck and they can't get out of it? Because God put obstacles for us to pass. If you're not having God come into your life, them obstacles is going to set you back your whole life and you will never be able to get through them. God put obstacles in our life. The only way we can get through these things is for us to be righteous. God don't want us to make it if we're not righteous. So he basically saying that you won't make it because of obstacles because you're not being righteous. I'm going to make it to the end across all of them curdles and all of them mountains and all of them rivers, all of that stuff because I'm trying to be righteous over here for my Father. So these obstacles are not going to snare me. I'm not falling over my dad. I'm helping him. Lift him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no stumbling block. But look at your people. Moving to the next one. God said that we are even more worse than our ancestors. That's what God said. God said that we are even more worse than our ancestors. Why is that? I just told you, fam, because your ancestors was dumb and they want to pick false gods. I said it. I say it again. That's when they was being disrespectful. Your ancestors are so dumb that they want to pick their own gods. They didn't even want the other gods from other nations. They want to make their own damn god up. That's what your people are doing to this day. They are the damn God. They don't want to worship God. They want to be the damn God. How am I wrong for telling you this? Your disrespectful ancestors did it back then, and you disrespecting your God right now. This is how you know that who you are. But a lot of y'all got a chance to make it. That's why I'm being so hard on you. I've been hard on you all week because I've been hard on you all last week, the week before that, I love my people and I want y'all to wake up. Wake up and do what's right. Okay, now God said we are a wayward people because we always going backwards, never forwards. Now, name a group of people who you know they are known for going backwards, if not be black people in America. So name. God said we wayward. God said that we are always going backwards. We're never going forwards. Name me a group of people right here, right now, that lives on the face of this earth, who've been living for the last 2,000 years, they always bagging up. They never progress and go forward. If that's not black people for you, I don't know what is. He put these signs of amazement on us. We can't get out of that unless we are all willing to hearken to the voice of the Almighty God, the Father of the heavens and the earth, of all creation, the heavenly divine. If we're not willing to make our people sign a path and all of us come together on this, that's why I tell y'all, a lot of a lot of black people is not gonna make it. Y'all don't want to listen to me though. Oh, he just playing with us. He just playing. But God swore to kill you. I love you, so I'm gonna tell you. You don't have to take me serious. All them uppity black people. Oh, I don't have to believe in God. They're gonna be the first ones that God kill. I'm not gonna gloat or anything like that. All I'm gonna tell you is I told you so. I told you so. It's too late for some people. So I want you to think, family, think. Show me a group of people who always going backwards. That's black people. We go up a little bit and then we fall back. Then we fall back a little bit more. Then we fall back. We're never going forward. Name a point in our history to where we went forward. And we kept on going forward. We always disrespected God. That's always knocking us back. God said that we are wayward people. That's what he said. He said, let's read it back. God said we are a wayward people because we are always going backwards, never forwards. Now name a group of people who you know who's known for going backwards, if not be black people of America. So I don't even know no group of people who's known for doing that. I don't know nobody who's known for doing that, family. I don't know no group of people who live on the face of this earth that's always taking a step backwards, but are people. This is how you know who the people he's talking about. Black people of the Americas. Jehoshaphat, why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that? We'll get into that. Okay, now, known for going backwards, if not be black people of Americas. For this country will go back to the 13 colonies of history repeats itself when you disrespect God. So the American people here that live in this country has disrespected God so much to where it's going to go back to the 13 colonies. And then after the 13 colonies, it's going to go back to the Native American people. This is what I see happening, family, for America disrespecting. What did I tell you your God will do to a race of people who cause havoc in the land? He will expel them out of the land. Let me give you an example. God will vomit you out the land. Over here in Fresno, California, black people do so bad on the west side that God is vomiting them out of the west side. I'm telling you, family, this is how you call it gentrification. You call it whatever you want. We was doing so bad by killing each other, hurting each other, backbiting, not wanting to lift up our brothers and our sisters, hurting our people out there that the west side was 90% black when I was a little kid. All black, nothing else, just black. Now it's maybe 25% black. God is vomiting. He's expelling the black people out of the land of their disrespect of him, of they murderous intentions of them killing their brothers and killing their sisters and not wanting to lift each other up. God is kicking all the black people off the west side. He's expelling them out of the land. He's vomiting them out of the land with all the bloodshed that they did up over there. I'm just saying, this is my example. That's happening in 2018. Now, if he does that to the black people of right here, where I'm at, why would you think he wouldn't do that to America? We're going back to the 13 colonies. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep on telling y'all it's the Americas. Because it's going to be a little portion of America here, black America here, white America here, Asian America, Mexican America, all these different Americas in America. It will be separated again like the 13 colonies. You know what I'm saying? For the disrespect that American people do to God. You either going to serve God or you not. If you're going to serve God, you're going to take down all of that stuff that you've been putting up with your Barack Obama and all these damn presidents that's got disrespecting God. You going to follow God the way he said, or you not, or he's going to expel you and your people out this land. You don't have to like it. You don't have to understand. You could take me for a joke all you want. I do not care, for I have told you the future. Take me for a joke. It'd be 20 years. It'd be 25 years. But I have already told you what's going to happen to you if you don't change this way around. Of you being disrespected to the Almighty God with your laws, of your statutes, of things that you do in your land, with your disrespect, America, to the mighty God of heavens. It's happening to my people right now. They getting expelled out the land for their disrespect to God. What will God do to you? Same damn thing. He showed you through the black people over here on the west side what he gonna do to y'all. I told y'all, Fresno is a little America. It is 350,000 people. There's 350 million people live here. It is a little America up over here. I'm telling you this. You don't have to believe me. Anything that will happen here will happen all over through this world. You don't have to believe me. I have spoken. Now, for this country will go back to the 13 colonies, for history repeats itself. If you don't get your stuff together, America, It was 13 colonies. What before that? Then the Pilgrims, then the what is that? What the Puritans, and then there was no more people, Americans over here. You better get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I warned y'all all the time. I'm only telling you what God told me. Okay, you disrespect God. We as black people will always have this mortal wound. God intentionally put on us to call us the only thing to cause. I'm sorry. We as black people will always have this mortal wound intentionally put on us. And the only thing that will stop this wound from being fatal is we turning back to him to live. For this mortal wound put on us by God to kill our people. He is the only cure. So God put a mortal wound on black people. It just gets worse and worse every time you disrespect your Elohim. Every time you disrespect your God, every time you turn away from him, that mortal wound kills so many of us in our lives. This is why you see all these Hebrews dying to the edge of the axe, dying to the edge of the sword, dying to the edge of the AR, the 9mm, the 4.5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dying to the edge of death, family. This is why he sent his angel of death out on us every single day to kill so many different Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? In this country, because this mortal wound that he has put on us, family. We could be cured of this mortal wound. We can as a people. We have a mortal wound that's been put on us from the God of heavens himself, the God of creations, the Lord of hosts, Alpha and Omega. Now, he knows that us separating ourselves, that wound, it only kills us, family. It kills it. He intentionally put this wound on every single black man, every black woman that lives in America to kill us. To kill us. Let me ask you a question. The people who say that you are who you are do they have a mortal wound to where they're killing? Anything that I have described today, are they going through any of those things? For these are signs that's been put on us to show who his true children are. I'm asking you right now, do they have a mortal wound on them? Do they turn their backs on their brothers and their sisters? Do they do all of that? Do they kill their own people? Did God put obstacles in front of their paths? Does he pursue them with the edge of the sword night and day to kill them? And it happens all the time. You don't see them going through none of these things at all. It's so many different specific things that he's doing to us that nobody else could say, well, we're that people and that's happening to us. No, it's not. It's only happening to the people right here, black people, Hebrews in this country, before we are God's chosen people. Now, God will cure our whole race of people because God is the only cure. He's the only one that can cure us, and our people just don't get it. That's why we die off. That's why we die. But God said, like right here, God said, look at your people and the evil they do. What will they do when I bring my judgment to them? Those are God's. That's God's talking right there. I didn't make that word up. I didn't say that, family. I'm just telling you. I told y'all to get ready because he's fit to do a whole lot to us. Y'all don't want to listen. A lot of my people don't want to turn back to God, feeling that it's not worth it. But what if it's worth your life? And again, all these lessons came from Jeremiah. It came from him. So I learned all of this stuff from him, family. I really did. I learned all of this stuff from him mixed with some of the things that your father told me. So I will end this with what I told you from the gate, because we don't have enough time to go into Jeremiah like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to get back into it once we get some more time. I'm sorry, family. I got to get back on that grind, family. Well, check this out. Let's go back to the top of this, and your brother, I'm out. God is a loving God is a superior being who is patient, benevolent in all his ways. His mercy is supernatural because he is a great and long suffering for his children. His love is the love of a father protecting and teaching his offspring the way they should go in this world. God's strong hand of righteousness and truth and his unseen hand that coddles us with his protection and deliverance from the wiles of the evilness that consumes and destroys the hearts of so many different people who are lost, but to themselves, and the nature of the evil that lies in the desires of their hearts. For things who make who make who they truly are by the desires of their flesh. He who lives forever, the God of all creation, has chosen you out of all people who says they love him as a precious jewel unto himself, to keep in his special treasure chest of things that make his heart soar with gladness. Right, like right now we can make God's heart soar for gladness if we only as a whole. But it starts with us chastising our people, us getting on our people, family. Us getting on our people, family. That's not nobody else's job, family. We all suffered.